Top of the hour, let's begin as far as another cowardly terror attack that has been reported in Jammu and Kashmir's Gulmarg, where an army vehicle was ambushed by unidentified terrorists. Two porters who were also killed in the attack, while several others were injured. The terrorists who ambushed the army vehicle when the vehicle reached the remote Bodhpatri area, and the security forces launched counter-terror operations in response to the attack. This is coming hours after a labourer who was shot at and was injured in Jammu and Kashmir. The injured man later identified as Preetam Singh, a resident of Uttar Pradesh. Let's get you a breaking update as far as the development that has now been reported on the part of the security forces, which have launched anti-terror operations after terrorists ambush a patrolling vehicle. As far as the current situation, which is now concerning the terror attack or the counter-terror operations that have now been reported on part of our Jawans, our security forces as well. The attack that has left several other soldiers injured as well. Let me go across now to Sahil joining us right now. Sohail, in the meantime, as we are looking at the developments that are taking place, this is a high security situation that has now been reported ever since we are looking at the new administration taking form. Back-to-back terror attacks that have also been reported.
Well, exactly. And now the Indian Army and Jammu and Kashmir Police has launched anti-terror operation in Bodhpatri area of North Kashmir's Baramulla district. This is area, in fact, this area is close to line of control, and we are being told by the sources that the terror attack spot is just 14 kilometers away from the line of control. The roads leading to the encounter spot are being dominated by Jammu and Kashmir Police and CRPF Jawans. Indian Army and Special Operation Group is conducting the operation. The special para commandos of Indian Army have also joined the operation at that in that area. So yesterday in the evening, these terrorists came and in fact ambushed an army vehicle. 5 Indian Army Jawans and 2 army porters suffered critical bullet injuries. 2 army Jawans were killed in action, and 2 porters also lost their lives. This was the 4th terror attack in last 8 days. Earlier we had seen a terror attack in Gagangir area of Sonmarg, wherein 7 people, including a doctor, lost his life. LG Manoj Sinha chaired a high-level security meeting, in fact, a unified high command meeting in Srinagar Rajbhavan yesterday. Army's Northern Command, Commander, Chinar Corps Commander, Joint DGP, and all top officials from ITBP, CRPF, BSF, and intelligence agencies participated in that meeting, and the current prevailing security situation was discussed in detail. Security agencies were given directions to intensify anti-terror operations in coordination with other security agencies. The security audit of infrastructure impact projects is taking place. And when it comes to this particular terror attack, we are being told by the sources that it could be a new infiltration, a group of terrorists who might have infiltrated from the POK side, or a group of terrorists who were operating previously in Rajouri and Poonch, because the area is connected to Rajouri, Poonch and line of control as well, and in fact on west it's connected to Uri, Baramulla. So all security agencies are coordinating, and the anti-terror operation is underway. Security agencies are leaving no stone unturned to ensure that these attackers are eliminated as early as possible. Yes, a challenge for security forces, given the fact that this area is densely vegetated. There are in fact forests and natural caves, and the area where this attack has taken place used to be a traditional infiltration route back in 90s, but security agencies had managed to seize that route and in fact stop infiltration in that area. But as of now, the anti-terror operation by Indian Army and Special Group of Jammu and Kashmir Police is underway.
Well, high security situation there that has now been reported in Jammu and Kashmir, including that of the Chief Minister Omar Abdullah, who's offered his condolences to the families of those who have lost their lives. But despite no end to the terror push by Pakistan and Jammu and Kashmir, the politics, however, continues. Former Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti earlier called for dialogue between India and Pakistan in response to the recent terror attack in Ganderbal. She said that reconciliation is the only way forward between India and Pakistan to get rid of bloodshed in Jammu and Kashmir. However, the bloodshed that she's been referring to, however, still continues as far as the latest stream of attacks that have been reported in the last 8 days.
लोग जम्मू कश्मीर के लोग 2 मुल्कों की दुश्मनी के पीछे फंसे हुए हैं। जम्मू कश्मीर के लोगों की जिंदगी उनके मामलात, उनकी प्रॉपर्टी डिस्ट्रक्शन सारा बर्बाद हो रहा है, क्योंकि दो मुल्क आपस में लड़ रहे हैं और जम्मू कश्मीर उसका शिकार हो रहा है, जिसमें हमारे बाहर से हमारे गरीब मजदूर लोग वो भी इसी का शिकार हो गए। जो डॉक्टर साहब इतना लोगों की खिदमत करते थे, इतने अच्छे इंसान थे, नेक इंसान थे, ये भी उसी दुश्मनी का शिकार हो गए हैं। और इसमें कोई भी रास्ता नहीं है कि जब तक ये मुल्क आपस में मिल बैठ के एक दूसरे के साथ इफाम ताफीम से रिकंसिलेशन जैसे वाजपेयी जी के वक्त में हुआ था, वो रास्ता नहीं अपनाएंगे, तब तक खुदा ना खास्ता जम्मू कश्मीर के लोगों को और मुल्क के लोगों को इसी तरह ये जो हादसात है, ये हादसात खुदा ना खास्ता होते रहेंगे।
तो पाकिस्तान के लोगों का ख्याल है, पाकिस्तान का ख्याल हमेशा रहता है, और जो अपने बेगुनाह लोग जो कश्मीर के मारे गए हैं उनके बारे में ये बात नहीं करती। कम से कम इनको आज अपना सोचना चाहिए कश्मीर के बारे में और कश्मीर के लोगों के बारे में। अब बस करना चाहिए इनको ये जहर घोलने का काम। जम्मू कश्मीर जिस राह पे चल रहा है, अमन के राह पे, उसको आगे बढ़ाना चाहिए, ना कि जहर घोलना चाहिए।
Well, Sohail, that's the concern. Owing to the several terror attacks that have been reported in the recent times, why bat for talks with Pakistan, who is the main reason for the rising terror attacks in Kashmir?
Well, certainly such statements put terror outfits, for that matter, Pakistan in a dominant position, given the fact that this gives them a message that because of these terror incidents or terror attacks, they can build pressure for talks, or they can build pressure for dialogue, and they can actually bring India on table for negotiations or for dialogue. But yes, Home Minister Amit Shah has made it very clear since the abrogation of Article 370 that they will be holding talks with the people of Jammu and Kashmir, with the youth of Jammu and Kashmir, and in no circumstances there will be dialogue with Pakistan until the terrorism or proxy war in Kashmir stops. Yesterday we had statement from Bharatiya Janata Party J&K Secretary Mr. Ashok Kohli saying that until Pakistan doesn't return Sayyid Salahuddin, who heads Hizbul Mujahideen terror outfit and in fact operates from POK, is not handed over to India, the talks cannot in fact happen with Pakistan. India has time and again made its position very clear, and that is that talks and terrorism cannot go together unless and until Pakistan or the terror outfits who are operating from POK and Pakistan area doesn't stop activities, doesn't stop targeting people of Jammu and Kashmir, the talks cannot happen. But such statements certainly give a certain amount of encouragement to these outfits, to those who back them.
Absolutely. A unified headquarters meeting in Srinagar that has also been taken up to review the security situation in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Special forces that are also working as far as the people or these terrorists who are behind this cowardly terror attacks are concerned, to bring them to book. However, we are looking at this latest attack and ambush that has now been reported. How many, Sohail, if you can also tell us on the Jawans who have been injured and are receiving treatment?
Well, the moment this terror attack took place in Bhuta Patri area of Gulmarg, 5 Indian Army Jawans suffered critical blood injuries in that attack. 2 army porters, basically who are civilians and assisting Indian Army in high altitude areas, also suffered injuries. So after they were shifted to hospital, but yes, sources confirming to us that 2 army Jawans come to injuries, and those 2 army porters, basically civilians, also lost their lives. So total 4 people have lost their lives in this particular terror incident. 3 others are injured. They have been shifted to Army's base hospital in Srinagar. Their condition is said to be critical. They are availing the treatment, and soon after this attack, a massive anti-terror operation was started. Jammu and Kashmir Police, the Special Operation Group of Jammu and Kashmir Police, the Indian Army, para-commandos are part of this operation.
Well, concerns that have been raised over this later terror attack as far as Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah and also have condemned the attack, calling it as very unfortunate, on especially when it comes to the area of Bhuta Patri area of North Kashmir, which has resulted in casualties and injuries, and the recent spate of attacks in Kashmir is a matter of serious concern. Sohail, thank you very much for joining in live with the inputs. Let's